know if any of you knew that, but she was quite incapacitated in a wheelchair. They installed an elevator in her home so she could go
any
up
of
and
you
down.
knew that,
but she,
despite those
disabilities, she was
in a
really
wheelchair,
passionate about
they installed
home
an
care,
elevator in
and
her
she
home
always
so she could
advocated
go
for
up and
caregivers.
down.
But she,
despite those
disabilities,
to enhance
she was
really
passionate
skills
about
and to find fulfillment.
and she always advocated for caregivers. But she,
despite those
disabilities,
to enhance,
she was
really
quite old.
I was a bit young,
installed an elevator,
and
and
she always advocated
for
a great
caregivers.
person,
But she,
despite those
led us
to
through.
enhance,
She was
really
quite old.
I was a bit young,
taking
care of her, and she always advocated a great person,
but
despite those
led us
to enhance,
she was
quite old. I was a
She
bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person,
but
despite those led us to enhance,
she was
quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite
marry
those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite
marry
those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite
marry
those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite
marry
those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite
marry
those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her, and she always advocated a great person, but
Yeah, I'd really like to
despite
marry
those led us to enhance, she was quite old. I was a bit young, taking care of her.
Well, I did it privately for 4 years before I got on with Griswold, and it was kind of set up before then because I used to go around with my dad doing simple stuff in hospice when I was a kid, and my mom has been a nurse and caregiver all of her life. So when things changed privately, she just told me to apply to Griswold, and so I did, and that was that. I've been here for about a year and 4 or 5 months now.
And do you enjoy what you do?
Oh, I love it. I never really thought I would end up doing this. It had never crossed my mind, but it kind of just happened naturally, and there it is.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike's office is very lucky to have you.
Oh yeah, they're great. I'm at the office now. I came here because it'd be better lighting, and yeah, it's great here.
Okay.
Well, make sure you send him our best.
I will.
Yeah, I actually dropped by that office last December. It was, they got the upstairs, downstairs, and it works out really well.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they grill out back there sometimes. We do cornhole. Pretty cool here.
Yeah, well, Mike and Dorothy have done a great job. They've won some awards the last couple of years, and yeah, they really represent Griswold very well. How about Dan?
Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Ninarell. I work out of the Berlin, New Jersey office. I just want to say what a fantastic team they have here. Very supportive. Everyone is nice. They work hard for you. They support you if you have issues, which there are none. But great place to work. Actually, my wife got me in here. So my wife's a caregiver in here. And I did this for about 10 years prior. I took about 5 years off. I worked with people with all kinds of disabilities, MR, DD, at-risk teams. But I never worked with seniors. I always wanted to do that. And I tell you, I think that's the most rewarding thing, because I really like my clientele is all male. So, a lot of the guys, they're, World War II veterans or Vietnam, and, we just sit there and talk, and, I give them their care, of course, but, I enjoy my clientele. I enjoy seeing them every week, and I feel they feel the same about me, and it's a really great agency. Very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're happy to have Dan, too.
No, thank you so much.
Who's with you, Dan?
Introduce yourself.
I think
with you.
Oh, my name's Tristan. I'm one of the care coordinators here. Dan actually helped me out. I had a gentleman, a VA client who was so sweet. His wife needed so much help, and I was having the hardest time staffing him. And I said, Dan, I got this guy. You're going to love him. Let's try it out. He came on this case. It used to be something every week. I was struggling to get somebody for him. Ever since this fine gentleman showed up, it's been silent, quiet. He always goes out of his way. He'll go from Pennsauken out to all the way 30 minutes the other way just so we can help another gentleman. I mean, he really steps up for us, and I've really enjoyed working for Griswold so far. I'm about to hit a year I think this was my interview date last year. So next month I'll hit 1 year, and I had a degree in psychology and was looking for some case management and just to kind of branch out, learn as much as possible. And it's great here. I'm learning the case management, the HR, the relationships I'm forming with these guys and the clients. It's so much fun, and I really enjoy it.
Well, that's great, Tristan. It's great to hear.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'll try to pick on somebody with a mouthful of food. Maybe Kirsten. So you're out in Colorado?
I unmuted it. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm in Westminster, Colorado, and I work for Jim, and he's a great guy. Let's see, I've been a trauma rescue paramedic for 27 years and started working for Jim over 3 years ago as a caregiver because I wanted to, obviously, as a trauma rescue paramedic on a helicopter, that's a whole different level of giving care. And I wanted to give care in a way that I knew that I could see long-term benefits to somebody, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. All the clients that I have, I've had for a long time. So they are like family. And you become pretty protective over them. And like, I hate going on vacation and I hate taking days off only because I don't want to feel like I'm turning their care over to somebody else. Although all of our caregivers are great, I still feel like I'm letting them down, my clients down, because I'm not there.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys also feel that way.
Yes, I do.
And obviously we need to take vacations and, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and doing all of that. And I really struggle with taking an extra day off here or there or whatever. And Jim is kind of like, girl, take an extra day. So I really struggle with that, but I really enjoy what I do. And it's really hard when we lose one of our clients that we've had for a really long time. You get to know them, so let me tell you guys, if I can, just this little story. So I take care of this gentleman and he lives with his wife. And one of the tasks was to walk the dog, which was great. And so the dog, he was a basset hound, the kind with the big loppy ears and, they drag all over the floor. Well, he really liked the snow. He didn't particularly enjoy going outside when it was cold, but this pup would eat snow every 5 feet. It would take me so long to walk this dog around the block. It was crazy. And then when he passed away, he was older and he passed away, and thankfully he passed away on the weekend. And his name was Jameson, which is a great name for him. And he passed away on the weekend. And it was really hard for me the first couple of days after he passed away to even go there, obviously. And they had him cremated, and when his remains were ready to be picked up at the vet, my client and his wife asked me, and this was 2 years ago, I still get choked up about it. They asked me if I would want to go and bring Jameson home and give him his final ride.
Wow.
So that to me was an honor. I mean, you really have to trust somebody a lot. I don't know if y'all are pet lovers or whatever, but that to me was like a huge honor to be able to do that for them. And that's probably going to be my saddest, favoritist story of my time at Griswold, because that to me, we had so many adventures with that dog. It was so crazy. Anyway, that's all I got.
Well, I saw in Jim's notes too that you served in the Marines, so I appreciate the service you've given to our country as well.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to my home state of Ohio, where I'm originally from, and ask how Brenda's doing. So Brenda,
Hi.
are you an Ohio State fan?
Yes, I'm Ohio State, Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. I'm a Browns fan.
Well, I'm sorry, I am a Bengals fan, but
I've been working with Griswold for about 2 years, and a friend of mine got me here, and I love it. The old adage, if you do something you like, you never work a day in your life. So that's the way I feel. And the whole crew is wonderful. I couldn't do it without them, and vice versa. And I'm just totally satisfied. And unfortunately, I found that at the end of my career, but that's okay. It's better than not at all. So,
who's been your favorite client and why?
You know what? the favorite, her name was Lucy Hasler. And I liked her because she was so mean. She was mean, and I liked her. And I said, yeah. And I used
the mean one.
yeah, yeah. So that was probably my favorite. And she was, she's really smart. She would say, can't you, she wanted her medicine, but she would want it like before time. I go, Lucy, you can't have it. And she said, oh, you added it up wrong. I'm like, no, I didn't. She goes, can't you count? I said, no, I can't. She said, yes, you can. I go, no, I can't. But just because we were kind of, and in the end, she was really sweet, and she said she missed me. And so she was my favorite one because she was kind of feisty. But I like them all, but I kind of like the feisty ones.
No, that's great. It takes, I'm sure, incredible patience some days, but it's one of the qualities I'm sure you have. How about Janine? I know Janine, you're with Jennifer. Jennifer runs one of our company-owned locations, and we love Jennifer. She's all positive and all good energy.
Yes, she is. She is. How are you, everybody?
Hi. Hi.
But
is it your birthday?
My birthday's in January. You missed it. I turned 62.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. So you got that for Caregivers Day?
Yes, she had me wear it. She said I'm her princess, so she put it up here.
Yeah, so it's just so everybody knows, Jennifer is a great big Disney person and really kind of does a lot of Disney themed stuff. So I guess she brought the princess theme to the National Caregivers Day.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But I am also from Ohio.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Lima. So I'm about 3 hours from Cleveland.
Yeah, I grew up in Toledo and went to Bowling Green for school. And
yeah, not bad. But yeah, I became a caregiver in '86. But I also did medical billing full time. So I did caregiving part time. And in 2010, I gave up my medical billing job and just did home care full time. And as Jennifer said, you have to have patience. You have to care what you do.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not the job for you.
No.
But and you get so attached to your clients and and the stories that you tell. I mean, you learn something new every day. Put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah. But I love what I do. Jennifer's great. The team is great. They keep you busy.
No, that's great. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. I started actually in 2013 with Griswold. Then I left because I had to go take care of my parents in California. And I came back this past July, and I came back to Griswold. So.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have you.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
I was going to switch over to just up the road from Toledo, Ohio to Jamie up in Utica, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Oh, did we lose Jamie? Oh, there she is. Can you hear us, Jamie?
It looks like we lost Jamie. Hopefully she'll come back in a moment here.
Kira, how about Minnesota? We talked to you just briefly initially, but how are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm doing good. Hey, y'all. I'm Kiara.
Hello. Hi.
I'm from Mississippi, but I live in Minnesota. I've been working for Griswold almost a year now. I started because I have a really big passion of helping people. I'm in school for human services right now. I'm almost done. And then I gotta go to my next stage of bachelor's. And yeah, I just love it. Overall, I love my client Tresselyn. She keeps me so happy. I'm pretty sure I don't know.
Well, tell us a funny story.
Okay, I'll tell you how Valentine's Day went with us. So generally, I work with her and her husband. So last week, sometime I wrote a note. Well, like he has dementia, so he sits on the couch with me, and if I be like, Jim, can you write it for me? He'll write it down. I just gotta help him write it. So like I got him to write her a letter asking her, can he be her Valentine? And I gave her the letter. I gave her the letter, and she said, "Of course, I'll be your Valentine. I've been your wife for 76 years. Who else would you ask to be your Valentine?" Tuesday came out. I was scheduled to be with them. I went over there with cookies, cupcakes, and candy and balloons. I gave it to Jim to give to Cheslin. He gave her the flowers and the balloon, and he dropped the cake. Yeah, he dropped the cake, but she was like, she still laughed. They gave him a kiss for effort. So we had a great Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's sweet.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Jamie, can you hear us?
Did you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
I see
Okay.
you.
I'm sorry, I got cut out a couple times.
How are things up in Michigan?
It's great, actually. I love my job and I love going to work every day. I'm actually here now with a client. We're at Henry Ford while he does chemotherapy. So I'm sorry, it got really loud behind me.
Yeah, we understand. How long have you worked with that client?
He is actually fairly new. I've only been with him for maybe 3 weeks now.
And you help him get to and from the clinic?
Yeah, I give him rides. He does chemotherapy once. So every Thursday, I actually give him a ride up here and I wait for him to get done so I can take him back home. And Tuesdays, I clean for him. So every day is different and I like it that way. It's fun and exciting. And we get to have our little adventures too, of course. We'll probably go to lunch or something when we leave here or just anything he needs to do, really.
And how long have you been providing care to, just in general?
I have actually been taking a personal client of mine for 11 years outside of a company. And then I started for Griswold 3 years ago during COVID.
Very good.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. And
How
thank
about,
you for having me.
Oh, well, thank you for everything that you did.
Thank you.
How about, let's hear from Tavia. Is that how you pronounce it? Or Tavia?
That's correct. That's
Okay.
correct. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, I'm originally from Tampa, now
Okay.
in Houston, Texas, and been here for 4 years. And I started out as a certified nursing assistant, but before then I did direct care, working with developmental individuals. Then I went over and got my certified nursing assistant. And then I started, my bulk of my career was with Life Path Hospice down in Tampa, Florida. So I did 15 years with them. And then a coworker of mine actually was doing caregiving as well. So she was working with Griswold and told me about it. So I started out with them in Tampa with, I don't know if you know Arthur and Frida Mosley.
Arthur
Yes.
and Frida. I actually just attended. They celebrated their 15th anniversary as a franchise about a month ago, and I drove over to Tampa and attended their little party that they held. So yeah, Arthur is really a great franchise, and I love his wife as well.
Yes, great people, great people. And so I actually started with them, and I did almost not quite a year because I was in transitioning to move to Houston. So I had only one client with them and just loved it, and then I came to Houston and I applied with Griswold here. And as soon as I got here, because my hospice didn't transfer here, So I started out with home care and I applied with Griswold, and, I got the job right then. I was only here for about maybe 5 days, and I got started out with them. And it was really, really nice the way everything transitioned and how I got the clients. It was amazing. And see that's the bulk of what I love to do, a passion for people, helping the ones that can't help themselves. And it's a great benefit for the client as well as their family members, because it means a lot to them. Because the client that I'm with now, actually I've been with this Griswold in Houston for 4 years. And it started out with Janine and Jim Vander.
Yeah,
and then
Jim, Jim's a great.
You know Jim as well?
I know Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, great people. So far it's just been so good. Now, Kayla Schumann, who owns it now, absolutely wonderful. So everybody has been great. And the clients are actually, the heart of everything. When you can go out and put a smile on their face. And one lady said, we do have some challenging clients, but you have to realize the situation that they're in and don't take it personal, because all of us are here to help, and it's a great benefit. It really is. To me, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna move on. When I think that I'm going to help them, they just don't know how much they help me, because we all can learn from the things that they're going through. So I take that and I say, I just thank God for the way that I can come in and put a smile on their face, when they're having a bad day, when they're going through the things that they're going through. So you have to have a passion for what you do, especially working with hospice. So I transitioned, and I've been doing this, so far for 4 years. So I wouldn't do anything else from what I'm experiencing now with the home care. And I'm actually taking care of a client that's in the facility. So I go to the facility to take care of her. And she always say, "Who are you? Who are you?" I say, "You know my name," and she'll name all the caregivers that work with her. So I said, "No." And then she said, "Tabia." I say, "That's correct. That's correct." So it's a joy. And I do overnights with her.
Okay.
So Griswold has been great.
Well, look, I worked in a prior life in a hospice organization. I know how pleasant, the challenges and the things that go along with that is, obviously you lose your clients to passing away, and it's really hard, but it takes a special person to work in hospice for 15 years.
Yes. So, well, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do. How about we go out to Janine in North Carolina? Oh, unmute.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for all the work that you provide to the clients that we serve.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure being here, and I work for Bruce and a great team here has provided lots of time helping me to get through this process that I'm enjoying. I started out in Englewood, New Jersey in 1984. My goal was, to carry this field as long as I possibly could, because my parents always said, one day you might need this. And they were right. They were absolutely right. As I go up the ladder, I see it more and more. And it gives me great pleasure to be able to be here and put myself in a position knowing what it's like and seeing what I can do to make everyone else's time pleasurable and comfortable. It's really been very nice, and my team has helped me very much greatly. I'm appreciative for all that they do to inspire me and help me to continue in this field.
Yeah, no, Bruce has done a great job in that market, and he really represents us well. And he too is, taking his share of recognition and awards. And I know he was recognized from Home Care Pulse recently as well. And we're big fans. So, and again, it wouldn't happen without the work of the folks like you. And so, again, for National Caregivers Day, thank you.
Absolutely, thank you as well, and I thank my team. helping me get through this and helping take good care of my clients that I care deeply for them and been with them a long time.
Thank you. Beatrice in Chevy Chase, working with Aaron, somebody named Aaron Pickrell.
Yep, I'm here too.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
So for everybody else's purposes, Erin is the daughter of Marianne Murray, who's up there in the waving, and she's another second generation franchisee. So, but not to steal the show from Beatrice, I'd like to hear your story.
Oh, thank you. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Yeah, my name is Beatrice. I've been with Griswold for almost 2 years now. Before I came here, I was with other company. But when I came here, therefore was the second month, Erin gave me a shift. I didn't know how to go there. She said, I will drop you. I said, huh. She encouraged me. But before I was growing up, I have this passion of taking care of the elderly. But Erin put me through in such a way that I love the job, because she would always say, I will drop you there. I will drop you there. I say, oh. So she really encouraged me to do the job, and I love my job. Yeah.
And so how long have you been a caregiver?
I've been a caregiver for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been with Griswold for almost 2 years today, and I love it. I think Griswold is my final bus stop. I don't think I'll go somewhere else, because with Eric, I'm fine. Yeah, she make sure she encouraged me, and I love my client too, and I love the job.
Yeah.
What do you love about your client?
What I love about my client is because there are certain times you go there, you go to one client, you say, oh, good morning, but I don't want to see you here. I said, but I'm here to take care of. Say, who are you working for? I said, for Griswold. You know, when I show my badge, the person said, no, I just love that name, Griswold. You know, so it makes me so happy. And there's one client, when we go to the library, she'll say, oh, Beatrice, I love to be at the library. So anytime I show up, she would just say to the library. So that one encouraged me. Like, I really love what I'm doing.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
want to share that we're at Beatrice's work right now at an assisted living, which is why we're wearing masks. So there's a few clients here who Beatrice takes care of.
Very good. Thank you.
And she does short shifts, which is very hard to fill. So we appreciate your filling in those short shifts at the facility. It's very helpful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
And maybe from the farthest away place in Arizona, Nicole. How are you doing?
Hi, good afternoon. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Nicole.
It's still morning for you.
Yeah, it's 11:43 here. Almost noon. Okay. So I've been with Griswold since last year in July. So, and I really love it. I love meeting new clients. Everyone I have, I take the time to know them. And it's funny because like the office, they'll call the office like when I'm there, like, oh, like I want Nicole, like, and they'll tell them like, oh, she's booked, like she's already booked. And I am like, I get pretty busy, but I jump in when I can. So I help out with some short shifts, and just because I care for people, I do. So, but anyways, I've been down here for 2 years. I'm from Flagstaff, Arizona, which is like 2 hours north of Phoenix. So I also went to school for medical assistant. I worked at a nursing home, the hospital, dermatology office. I work with CNAs, RNs, wound nurse, LPNs, like PTs, OTs, LPNs, like you name it. I have a lot of experience in this, and I've been with, I think when I first started caregiving was when I was little. My grandmother, she was dropped in the shower in a nursing home, and that's when we had to like take care of her. My mom was showing me how to rotate her, change her, and I got the hang of it. So like after high school, I graduated, went to MA, then COVID broke out. So I went back to caregiving and I just found more compassion with it. Like I love meeting new people, working with new people. And at Flagstaff, I work with Griswold Foundation, which is a nonprofit company with working with individuals with disabilities as a group home individually. And it was really fun. I liked it. So then I moved down here and I've been to Griswold since then.
Yeah, Dustin and the Savells are great. I got to visit them last year too when I was out there. It was great to see the office and catch up. Yeah, Dustin's a character.
Yeah, not met him. I haven't met Dustin. I know he's busy, so yeah.
All right. Last but not least, Megan.
Hello.
Hello.
How is everybody?
Good. All good.
Oh, I see everybody's face. I'm nervous, okay? I'm very social. I get social anxiety, but I'm from Pennsylvania. I've been with Griswold for almost 3 years now. September, it will be 3 years. Before Griswold, I used to take care of my grandmother before she passed away. And then I had 2 children, so I didn't work for a while. And then once they got older and I was able to put them in daycare, I said, what better way than to just take care of people, since that's what I've done my whole life. And it helps when you have children, I will say that.
So who's your favorite client?
I have a lot. I had a lot passed away. I have a couple that have been my favorite, but one lady sticks out a lot. Her name was Ruth. Their family felt that she should be in a nursing home because she almost caught her house on fire with a cheeseburger. Yeah, I think she was my favorite, but I have a couple feisty ones. I know someone had mentioned about the feisty ones. I had a couple of them, but they seemed to like me. I know every place I do go to, they all say the same thing. They love me. I make them all laugh. The man I have now, which I'm with, I want to say 3 days a week, he's a feisty one. He doesn't like to do anything. He doesn't like help, but his daughter has cameras in the house and she always calls and she tells me that she has never heard him laugh the way he does when I'm there. She's impressed with how I just get him to laugh. I get him to do just anything I want except for shower. But I love it. I always say the thing I like the most is you go there to help them, but you're really just helping them, but it means a lot to you also.
Yes.
And you change their life. When you go there, you help them. You're not only there to care for them, you're there to learn them, talk to them, just enjoy each other's presence. And it means a lot to them. It probably means more to them than it does you, but I love it and I'm good at it. So why not?
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, look, I think, again, thank you again. I know it's, it can be nervous and sharing your stories is really personal, but, I think it's just great to hear these stories about how you guys are helping everyone. With that, I'm actually going to introduce Kathy Howard to say a few words.
Well, I just want to say that I thoroughly enjoyed meeting all of you and learning a little bit about you all and your expertise in the field of caregiving. It is very obvious to me that all of you are in the field that God chose you to be in, that you're serving with heart, and we so appreciate that. Just a little bit about our foundation. Caregivers have always been the focus of our organization. However, the Jean Griswold Foundation was inspired by the selfless acts of caregivers throughout the pandemic. We felt very strongly that the foundation's renewed our emphasis on empowering and elevating the lives of caregivers through educational grants. The foundation thanks each and every caregiver for getting us through a terrifying time in our world's history. For without you, caring for the most vulnerable, we would be in a much different place today. Each year, the foundation sets a fundraising goal to which the majority of those dollars raised are distributed to several deserving caregivers who choose to further their education in the field of caregiving. Our next round of scholarships begin tomorrow, February 17, and the application process runs through mid-April. At this time, we would like to share the reactions of a few of the scholarship winners. Please enjoy this short video.
We're here to announce that you are a winner of the $2,000 scholarship. Wow! We're happy to tell you that you are the recipient of the $2,000 Jean Griswold Foundation scholarship for this year.
Thank you.
We're really excited. You are the recipient of the $2,000 Jean Griswold Foundation scholarship.
Wow.
We're very excited to be honoring you with this. Yeah.
I wasn't grasping that. I was like, is she saying that she got the scholarship? Wait, did I?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wahoo! We're so
That's incredible. Congratulations, Joanna. Thank you.
Congratulations.
You are going to get one of the $2,000 Jean Griswold scholarships for this year.
I guess she's kind of overwhelmed because I didn't think I was going to get it. When I had clicked on it, I was just like, it can't hurt. Because I've really been wanting to go back to school. I just want to thank y'all so much.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. When I say, I've told so many people, when I say this is my year, I feel like this is literally my year.
We are convinced that you'll use it to your best advantage.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
For myself right now to finally put myself first and make this scholarship worthy for myself. And of course for Griswold, thank you guys for doing this.
We are so appreciative of your living Jean Griswold's legacy of dedication to the profession of caregiving. So thank you so much, and we will be in touch.
Kathy, you're muted.
And now I will turn things over to Mary Ann Murray, our board chair, for a very exciting announcement.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm so excited to be involved with you guys and to honor our founder, Jean Griswold, by providing scholarships for caregivers. 2023, we're actually going to be able to award $100,000 in scholarships. And last year we did about $24,000. So we've been doing very successful fundraising, and we're so excited to be able to expand this program to $100,000 in 2023. And all caregivers are welcome to apply. The process to apply starts tomorrow by going on the Jean Griswold Foundation.org website. And there's a very simple application and then a reference, an opportunity to get a reference from a supervisor. So we're so excited. Thank you for participating in this luncheon, and thank you for everything that you all do, and also your counterparts. I mean, you're just a small representative sample of the people that we are so grateful to be associated with in caregiving. So, Mike?
Mikey.
Yep, I got it. Yeah, Shelley, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I do actually. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. So it's strange that I haven't spoken yet. As anybody that I work with knows, I usually can't keep my mouth quiet, but I was just so touched and interested in hearing your stories and so inspired by your dedication and the selflessness that you show every day. And although no gift that we could ever give you for that could ever match how we feel and the appreciation we feel towards you, we're going to try. So we're going to send you each a gift next week. And we have a nice Griswold tote bag that you will be receiving. And inside, we have the Jean Griswold Foundation tumbler, a stainless steel tumbler. And inside, there'll be some nice calming hot tea bags in there for you to take a moment for yourself to relax and reflect. We also will have a nice Griswold, our new icon on a beanie for you. It might not be too cold where you live, but it's still, chilly enough some days, I know. So make sure that you put that to good use. We have some other little goodies in here, like a lanyard with the logo on it, some stickers, some pens, things like that. We're going to package those up and send those out to you next week. So before I go back to closing for Mike, I just wanted to thank you again for all that you do. I hope that if any of you are considering furthering your education in a care-related field, that you'll log on to JeanGriswoldFoundation.org tomorrow and start the application process, because we would love to see every single one of you getting some support to be able to further your education and your career. So thanks again, and have a wonderful National Caregivers Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, again, with that, I did really enjoy. I kind of stumbled into this industry about 20 years ago. And, it's the stories like that you shared today, that really makes me want to keep showing up and doing whatever we can to support you. You are the face of our whole business, and Griswold has nothing but thanks, for you. So I hope, again, on National Caregiver Day, you take a second and pat yourself on the back for everything that you do. Again, thank you for sharing your stories. It's been a pleasure to meet all of you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day and a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.